So this one is to my wife in Taiwan, because she is curious to know that I'm okay. She knows that I experienced or had a unique, we can call it a spiritual experience. It involved perceptually and emotionally and physically what I've described as a column of light. And emotionally, it was the best thing in the world. There was nothing I wanted more. And the one word to describe that would be home. Home, home. And that happened almost 19 years ago. So I'm sitting in a hotel room right now. Anyway, so this is to my wife, and she wants to make sure that I'm okay. Well, I had another experience with a column of light, but this one was not visual and it was not emotional. It was just like a flash gone by, like forgiving the image and the feeling and the effects that I thought I had seen 19 years ago. And it was telling me that as much as I wanted to be with the light 19 years ago, if I said 12 years ago, a moment ago, that's something else that's weighing on my mind. It caused me actually to enter the legal system and to pick it clean of inconsistencies. And that's all over the internet. But starting at, well, talk to dream. You can Google that. Number 2. You'll eventually find the link you're looking for. So the experience I now had was looking down and looking up at the same time. So when you walk to somebody, no matter what their concept of God is, their personal concept of God, I mean, that's going to be like really, really high up, like totally shared eventually. And then looking right down, we're going to find that we're standing basically on the same earth. So from the same earth to the same concept of sharing one united everything, I am able to logically bridge every thought that a person can possibly have about that in order to arrive at one of two words. And the word that I will usually arrive at, and that really just ends it, is thank you. And that is either coming from me or coming from the other person. So if it comes from me, that means they've forgiven me and I've said thank you back. If it comes from the other person, then we've either agreed on something, or I've found an easier way for them to do something, or I've forgiven them and they've said thank you. Either way. So there's that. And that's also then where the Trinity plays in. So there's actually not... It takes two people to join in order to reach that point, but it's like you're working out each other's logical inconsistencies so that you're basically thinking the same all the time. And the other person may not realize it, but you actually become then their figurative representation of a know-it-all. And a know-it-all will, he's generally considered first the stupidest in the room because he's asking the most questions, and that's usually because he actually is dumbfounded with the things in front of him. But then as he learns, he gains more information and more knowledge, and then eventually connects the dots and wraps it right back around to ultimately a thank you, with explanations like honesty is consistency, we share one immaterial aspect, we are living in the inside of our head, our environment is really the inside of our mind, just things like that. And that's all written in A Course in Miracles. So this is to my wife, and to say thank you to her for continuing to be with me despite all the craziness that she thinks that I am. So I'm actually not crazy. I'm really trying to help everybody understand that, yes, we share one mind, and that means we should really have world peace today. Everybody, right now. So we're working towards that as quickly as possible.